then the framework from Fould provides the proper basis for this court to analyze the statute.
Out of Fould, what constraints does the Fifth Amendment impose here?
So I think the court adopted the two, basically. The first was the statute itself has to be sufficiently narrow across three metrics so that it is not extending the federal government's jurisdiction in violation of due process. That was the narrow category of claim, the triggering predicates, and conduct implicating international relations. Then the court separately applied or declined to apply, but said if it did apply the reasonableness standard from Asahi, which balances the burden on the defendant versus the interests of the forum state and the plaintiff. It's our position that in this case, if the court did both of those, even the reasonableness test would not support finding a due process violation in this case. And that's because the burden on the defendant was not unfair in this case. He received actual notice. He retained a lawyer. He entered an appearance and had notice and an opportunity to be heard.
Counsel, let me stop you there. If this were only about Nasri, I might well agree with you on that. But the problem is that you're proceeding in rem. That's an action against the world. What about everybody who's not Nasri? Did you give them notice?
I think the problem is that it's his case here, and he can't assert the interests of other parties.
Right, but you're asking us to issue a judgment in rem. That has particular characteristics to it. It's a declaration of title against the world. And so you've got to satisfy whatever remaining shell of due process requirements are left after Fould. I read the court as saying you've at least got to give them notice, which the statute in Fould easily did because it named the parties. That's not true of this statute, and the reasonableness, whatever we're going to get out of Asahi, which was a 14th Amendment case. But if we're going to do that, you're asking us to give an in rem judgment. How can we do that against the world and declare U.S. title good?